This might come as a little surprise if you've been following the channel for a while, but I am leaving Dubai by mid-September, so in 2 weeks from when this video is getting shot, and I'm moving to Bucharest in Romania. So today's video is going to be a little bit different. I want to break down, why I'm making this big shift, why I'm moving from the Middle East to Eastern Europe, if I'm ever going to come back to Dubai, and also, what this is going to mean for the channel overall. But if you're new here, let me just introduce myself. My name is Rasmus. I'm the owner of Minix. That's a performance marketing agency where we specialize in helping e-commerce brands scale through UGC videos, paid advertising, and email marketing on a performance based. Also, one last thing is that if you end up enjoying this video, make sure to like it and subscribe to the channel. I would massively appreciate that. And also, if you have any questions, anything you want to chat about, any questions you have throughout the video, just leave them down below. I'll read all comments and all questions and respond to everything there is. But with that being said though, let's get straight into it. So the first question you might have hearing me saying I'm going to move from Dubai to Bucharest is that, are you tired of Dubai, Rasmus? And the honest answer is no, I'm actually not tired of Dubai at all. I do love the place. I do love the city. I love the UAE in general. You'll also see that probably based on the last week's video. I do think the Middle East has a lot going for it. And I do think over a long time horizon, next 10, 20, 30 years, I think the Middle East is going to be the ruling place in the world, basically. I think the West is on a bit of a downfall. So it's actually not because I'm tired of moving to Dubai. There's like 3 reasons mainly. The first thing is just the reduced cost of living I can have living in Bucharest. So right now I've made a bunch of videos actually, going through my finances, how much I'm spending on my apartment, how much I'm spending month to month. So for me, moving here from my 2-bedroom apartment in Dubai to a 4-bedroom villa in Bucharest, I'm actually going to be able to save 40,000 euros a year, which is probably $45,000 a year in just living expenses. So what I've kind of calculated into that is basically what I talked about on last week's video, my monthly cost living in Dubai. So that is my sort of internet bill, phone bill, rent, electricity, water, food, and gym. So just like those big things, which basically makes up majority of my month-to-month expenses. That's what I've taken into account. And yeah, it's a massive saving, honestly. It was too big for me to miss out on right now because it makes me able to take bigger bets in the company, which is something we're doing right now. We are doing a lot in the agency. I'm hiring a lot of people. My payroll is above 6 figures a year now, not including myself, just to my employees. And we're hiring more people. We started a course for content creators in Latin America where we also hire someone part-time, and that's also going pretty crazy. So we're gonna have to hire more people for that, launch ads. And so right now I'm just incurring a lot of expenses basically to, hopefully take my income and my revenue to the next level, to hopefully 3x that in the last couple months here of the year. And so for me to be able to take those bets comfortably, or at least just easier, it's easier for me just to do it in Bucharest. Because here, my lease is basically coming up to an end now here, 1st of October. And so I would have to find a new apartment, right? And if I were to renew with this apartment, I would be out $50,000 basically out of pocket. Whereas in Bucharest, they do rent a little bit different. So they do it on a month-to-month basis. So basically all the savings I'm gonna have is gonna be upfront, because I'm basically, instead of paying 50,000 upfront to have a year worth of living or rent paid here in Dubai, I'm basically just gonna be spending that like 1,000 euros or something, $1,200 a month. So majority of the savings I'm actually gonna incur is gonna be straight up. It's gonna be instant cash that I'm not spending, and that hopefully just makes me sleep better at night. I think right now it's a good time for me to make that sort of play because we're taking so big bets in the business. And I said, 1,000 euros, $1,200 a month. And the reason for that is that I'm also going to be living with my brother. So I actually lived with my brother in 2022 for 6 months in Spain, and that was really good. There were some things we had to optimize when we were living in Spain because we had a 3-bedroom apartment, which was a little bit of a nuisance because we had one shared office, which made it a little bit tricky if we both were to get on calls, which is why we're now getting a 4-bedroom villa. But overall, living with my brother took my fitness, it took my business to the next level, just the focus and the attention I put on the business. Because that's just what happens when 2 guys live together. Like, you're just gonna raise each other's standards up in terms of diet, fitness, personal development, business. Everything is just gonna go up a notch because me and my brother have very high standards for ourselves. And me and my brother kind of the same 2 people really. Like, he's a year younger than me. He does the exact same crazy shit I do, makes money online, works out like 10 plus times a week, between 10 and 14 I think, gets up at 5 a.m. I think right now as well. So we live a very similar life, and us having very high standards to ourselves, but being able to live together and holding each other to a even higher standard, I think is gonna be a really good thing for me, again, because I really enjoyed it in Spain. Like, I've never been so on point with diet and fitness than when I lived with my brother. So I think that's gonna be absolutely phenomenal, and that's just gonna help me reach a new level, you know? So that's like the third thing. So A, reducing cost, B, just having the enjoyment of living with my brother, and then C, you know, reaching a new level, just reaching a new level in terms of business, in terms of health, fitness, everything really. And I think that I can achieve in Bucharest with my brother. I also think I could achieve it in Dubai, but just living in Bucharest where the cost of living is so low compared to, it just makes it a bit easier to take bigger bets, to, you know, just have it a little bit easier and have more freedom to do whatever the fuck you want to do. And I really like that. So you might be thinking, you know, hey Rasmus, how can you do this? How are you able to live in Spain, live in Denmark, live in Dubai now for the past year, and then suddenly, like, I literally bought the tickets today. Like, I swear to God, an hour ago before I filmed this video, this is the 29th of August, I booked a ticket to Bucharest because I'm gonna go view a couple villas before we move into something, because we tried the whole online viewing thing and it's a fucking mess, honestly. But how am I able to do this, right, so quickly? Because I'm booking a plane ticket and getting out of my apartment on 2 weeks notice, basically. I'm able to do this because I run an online agency with online remote employees. So my team right now in the agency, which is the majority of my income source by far, I have 4 employees right now, and they're all spread out throughout the world. So my employees are in Colombia, Argentina, UK, and South Africa, and it's all remote, it's all online. Our clients are spread out throughout the world as well. So there's no real need for me to be anywhere specific. I was visiting a couple clients this summer in Sweden, for example, because to Denmark it's like an hour flight, but this was the first time, and some of these clients have been a client for a year. This was the first time I'm meeting them. So there's no need for me to be any physical location. Like, I have complete location freedom. I don't have time freedom because I obviously need to work, but location freedom is something I achieved through my agency and also the course. So we just launched a course a month ago, which is going pretty crazy already. It's close to doing 6 figures a year already in recurring revenue, just from like a month launch and 7-8 TikToks. But we have someone part-time for that right now. We just hired, and she's in Colombia as well. And all the students, obviously, it's a course, it's online. We use Kajabi to host everything, and everything's just run through Zoom and Discord. So my whole life basically is online. So as long as I have an internet connection and I have a computer and I have somewhere to sit and work, I'm good. I can do my calls. Mainly, like, my day-to-day work is really shooting content either to YouTube or making looms for potential prospects. I'm having calls with my team. I'm on Slack chatting with my team, and that's a lot of the work that I actually do. So as long as I just have a Wi-Fi, I have a good connection, which is really important to me, obviously, and a desk, I'm good. So it doesn't matter if I'm in Dubai, if I'm in Bucharest, if I'm in Sweden, Spain, or Denmark. My life is set up and my business is set up in a way that I have complete autonomy of where I live in the world. So I can be in Bucharest for a month and then decide I want to fuck off to Italy, or I want to go to Argentina, and I can do that. It's just during the flight hours I can't work, but when I was flying to Stockholm, for example, I was working in the airport because my business allows me to do that. So I have complete location freedom, which is something I really appreciate about this business. So next thing here I wanted to talk with you about is what this will mean for you and sort of where I'm trying to take this channel. Because right now I feel like I'm kind of the, I told my head of creative this morning. I feel like I'm sort of like the Spider-Man of Dubai, like travel guys. Like, I'm the friendly neighborhood Peter Parker making these like Dubai videos. But I don't want to be that. I would love to show you guys more of my day-to-day life and like what I do, show you more of like what I believe, and give you a bit more insight into actually who am I as a person. And because I'm moving to Bucharest, I'm gonna have a lot more money left over every single month, you know, just in disposable income. I am gonna be able to hire a videographer, which is something I've wanted to do for a long time. And I was actually also considering doing here in Dubai, just someone who can follow me around 2 times a week, 3 times a week, something like that, and show what I do on a day-to-day basis and be able to share a little bit more personal content with you. So if that's something you'd be interested in, just let me know in the comments. And if you have any ideas of where to like take the channel or what specifically you would like to see, please let me know in the comments, because I would love to get some feedback on it. But I do think a lot of you guys would be interested, because I know some of you are older with kids and families, you know, living in the West, wanting to move to Dubai. Some of you people here are entrepreneurs in the agency space to make like the whole make money online type of thing, because I've met a couple of you here in Dubai, which has been amazing. So I know a lot of you are interested in either travel or business, and I think a lot of you would find it interesting just to see, you know, how does a young entrepreneur, someone who's making a little bit of money but still trying to like make it in the real world, how do I move? What do I think? What am I learning? What am I working on? Etc, etc. So all those type of things, right? I would love to show you that, but if that's something you're interested in, do let me know. If you have any other ideas, let me know down below. And then the last, probably biggest question is, will I return to Dubai? And 100% yes. I hope that me and my brother can live in Romania for a year or two maybe, and we can both take our business to the next level and then move together to Dubai. I haven't talked with him about this. This is just like a personal little dream I have. I think that would be super cool, and then rent a villa somewhere in Dubai and live together in a massive mansion. I think that would be amazing. But regardless, I do know that I will return to Dubai, at least from time to time, but I am 100% certain as well I will get back to living in Dubai full time. When? I'm not quite sure, but I do love it here. I think it's one of the greatest places on earth, like honestly. And yeah, 100% you can expect me to be in Dubai. I'm gonna be here in December or January with a team trip, maybe host, maybe have New Year's here and Christmas with my dad. And then yeah, I'm gonna have to visit Dubai regardless, just because I'm keeping everything tax-wise in Dubai. So if you guys are moving to Dubai, still reach out to me on Instagram or something like that. I would love to meet up. And yeah, there's 100% certainty that I will also move back full-time to Dubai somewhere at some point in time. Who knows? But I do know that I love it here and it's amazing, and I do think it's the future, basically, the Middle East. But that is pretty much it for this time. I hope you found some value in it. If you have any questions, anything you want to talk about, any feedback for me going forward with this YouTube channel, please leave it down below. I would love to hear your thoughts and your feedback and try and see if I can implement some of this stuff. And yeah, if you like the video, make sure to give it a like and subscribe to the channel. As always, I would massively appreciate that, and it helps me out a ton. And yeah, I'll see you in next week's video. Take care. Bye.